Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 8 of Civilization 6 on my second attempt at a deity run, once again as Portugal. Apologies that it's been a couple of weeks since I last put a video out there, but the weather in the UK has been incredibly hot and I just didn't really feel comfortable having all the doors and windows closed to have a quiet recording environment. And I've got air conditioning, but between the noise of the compressor and the wind noise, you wouldn't be able to hear anything else. Not only that, I think I was losing a bit of motivation with this campaign because it doesn't feel like it's going my way. That said, neither did the last campaign, and, you know, in fairness, I didn't win that campaign, but I was only off by one turn. So maybe I can turn this around. I don't know yet. We're still well behind on science. Scotland's well ahead of us. We're not going to be friends with him because basically we want to spy on him, because we need to try and steal tech from him, and we need to try and slow down his rocketry production. We had we must have been getting coal from Scotland there, maybe. We need more housing. Enemy spies siphoning gold. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Not too bothered about that right now. We can get some more science here with a WAT, so let's go ahead and do that. Again, because it's been a couple of weeks since I played, I'm now looking at this thinking, what was I doing? And I can't really remember. So, yeah, with that said, let's just go ahead and sort of carry on where we can. We probably do need, I don't know, do we need more coal? That's too far away for me to get initially. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are a bit too far out of reach. I'm sure there was a reason why I produced this builder. I cannot remember at all now, so I'm just going to go ahead and put him to sleep. We did get this one down here because there were a lot of things that we could improve, including the cotton. Is that cotton? No, it's sugar. It always looks like balls of cotton wool, but no, that's sugar. It's sugar, and then the copper, probably. I don't think there are any enemy units on this island. I know obviously there were a lot of barbarians around at some point. That would give us some extra housing down here as well. Yeah, so you can go over there and get the copper next. So we're just trying to boost our science. I think at the moment we're just in a straight drag race with Scotland to see who gets there first. Intended men to fly. I do have a lot of things queued up. Now we want to try and get... I keep getting... one promotion level, 50% combat experience to a military naval unit. Not great, but I just keep taking the admirals. It's not like I'm doing anything else with them. Right now, it's great scientists that I need. You get some more science if I went down here. It's not the best money that I could get, but I'm all about taking the science right now. So, where are we in terms of science? We're actually in 3rd place now. Now, that's based on our science output, not number of tech. So, 43, 44, 45... 47, no, we're still 11 techs behind Scotland, which is the problem. 377 to his 401, so he is slightly higher than me in science per turn. But he's already done the Earth satellite, and he's already researched satellites, and he's working on the moon landing, so catching him up here might be a real struggle. Hopefully our production will save me where my science has failed me. But we will see. Scotland got the gold there. That's unfortunate. I didn't even really compete in that. Maybe I should have done. Maybe that wasn't the greatest of things to do. You want to go to war against Scotland? I mean, if it slows him down, she's going to give me 31 gold per turn. Oh, you want me to also give you 2 great works? Well, I'm not at war with him. So you want me to go to war with him? Yeah, no, that's not a great deal. If you were giving me stuff to go to war with Scotland, why would I give you a load of stuff to go to war with someone you're at war with? That doesn't make any sense. Duplicates of the chosen luxury. Right, what luxury do I have that I have duplicates of that I'd like amenities from? What is that? That's tea. Yeah, let's see if we can get tea. Because that would really help me out. And have I got... Yeah, I've got some points to put in there. Do I need +5 loyalty. I don't know. I don't really care on this one. Let's just put Scotland. He's probably going to vote his own way anyway. Diplomatic victory. Chosen player gains 2 Diplo victory points. Again, might as well just vote for myself. Not that I'm going for a diplomatic victory here, but let's try it out. And then obviously World's Fair. I've never known the AI vote against one of those world things. So first get no amenities. Oh, heck, who voted for that? Lots of people did, apparently. So Sweden and... No, Scotland didn't vote for that. So it was just Sweden. Yeah, so it got 20 votes. That's a bit weird. Annoying. So that's for Ambriorix, whatever his name is. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. I got the victory points. Yeah, that's fine. So what's this one for? Generating great people points per turn. I would like to do that. How are we in terms of Diplo victory? Again, we're not going down that road, but it's always worth having a look. We are on 9 of 20, so I am in the lead there, but I think that science victory will happen long before that does. Again, let's give up a little bit of money for the sake of getting some extra research per turn. Now, I think I wanted to keep the builder down here, simply so that we can repair things if this river floods again, because it is very likely to do that. The stock exchange is almost finished. I think I'm working on a spaceport somewhere. Yeah, I'm working on one in the capital, but even that is still taking 20 turns, which is a long time. Can we speed this city up at all? Get it down to 17 turns. I guess that's probably what we need to do. So you finish the stock exchange. Shipyard. We're definitely going to need some more spaceports. We are working on another one here, but again, that's 44 turns, so that's a little bit ridiculous. There's another one here restore.
Rainforest for economic gain.
Right, let's change our policies. Rationalism. Do we want the rationalism, or do we want to try and gain great scientists? I've got a feeling that great scientists might be more useful to me. I know that's losing science per turn, but it is what it is at this point. Is there anything in the civics that I really need that could give me a boost? Not really urbanization so much. Let's just head down towards democracy. Most of that's boosted along the way anyway. We can get a merchant, which we probably should. Now then, you actually grants 1 toys and 4 amenities. Yeah, I think we're just going to pop you for that because we are having amenity issues. Send envoys. We've got suzerain status in most places. Let's try and just grab extra production bonuses where we can. So you're building a spaceport. 43 turns again is ridiculous. We can get it down to 35. So let's go for that. You are working on a campus. That's fine. And to sleep you go. Not got a lot of great cities here. You've got aid requests. I mean, we'll vote for it because I think everyone will vote for it, and that will give us another diplomatic victory point. At least it should do. Yep, so that passed. So there's another diplomatic victory point. So there's something else that we could be working on. Choose a production over here. We've got a spy now. Let's go ahead and work on the bank. New governor title. At this point. Oh, we could appoint Pingala to Lisbon. Yeah, should have done that earlier probably. And then you... Well, it doesn't really matter where you go. Send you there. So that'll increase our science output a little bit. Now let's go and go to... do we know where his... We've got to have a look now, try and find out where all of his spaceports are. Because we know he's got some over here. I don't know if he's got one in Sterling. I can't even see it. I can see he's got one there. So let's go there and try and disrupt his rocketry. And I'm sure he built more of them. Or he was building more of them. Not always that easy to see. In fact, this is one of those times where it's actually easier to see if you put it on the strategic view. So that's a spaceport there. That looks like he's still building. Yeah, he's got one there as well. Is that right? Spaceport under construction. Yeah, and this one is a spaceport and that's building something. So he does have one in Cullen and or Aberdeen. Not sure which it belongs to. I'm sure he had at least one more down here as well. That's fine, whatever, it is what it is. Let's carry on with things. Right. Do we just want to buy these? I mean, it's science, right? We've been saving up money. So we buy the library. We buy the navigation school. We can't afford the research lab. But 21 turns is a long time to build it, so I think we'll just hard build the sewers, and then we'll save the money up. We'll go to Stockholm, it's better science per turn. Where are we now in terms of science per turn? Want to be looking at the overall. So 366 to 404. Yeah, still not great. He's now 13 techs ahead of me. I don't think I'm going to win this campaign. If I do fail this one, which I've got a feeling that I will, I might take a little break from Civilization for a while. And the reason I say that is... Discovered Satellites, yay. The reason I say that is simply because Humankind is coming out in a couple of weeks. And I think I'd like to give that a go. Just something a little bit different. If you're not aware of Humankind, it is still very much a sort of a 4X... I mean, it's very much like Civ, but it's a bit more grand strategy. It's by Amplitude Studios, who are the same guys that did Endless Legend and Endless Space. It's obviously very similar to Endless Legend, but I think it does take a little bit more inspiration from Civ. So I'm quite interested in giving that a go. I did get access to a couple of the betas, but didn't really play it because I wanted to sort of go in blind and stay fresh with it. So that is what I'll be doing when I do play that. It'll be a sort of a let's discover this together kind of thing. Still got people siphoning gold from me. It's very annoying. So what are we going to do here? It's not a lot that you can build that's going to be useful to us, to be perfectly honest. A spaceport would take far too long. I guess we can go ahead and get a water park, try and get some amenities up. Well, amenities aren't the huge problem right now. You want... Give me stuff. You want to swap epics? No, I'm not going to do that. Obviously, I don't want to do anything to try and help him out because he is my sort of biggest threat at the moment in this. So,
no one starts a war.
What have we got going on here? Emergency completed. That's fine. Governors are now established. That should actually, now the governors are established, that should help with the science a little bit. 377. Wow, Scotland's just got a massive boost from somewhere. There were 404 last turn. They're now 456. Again, as somebody did point out in one of my comments on one of my other videos, I still only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities. I didn't expand nearly as aggressively as I could have done and probably should have done. Probably should have gone a lot more hardcore on that one. A spaceport in 30 turns, I mean, that could be useful, though we're probably better off getting the dam here, actually. Let's get it there. We'll lose some gold, but it'll give us some housing. On to the next turn. We'll just play through. We'll see what happens, you know. I'm still very, very pleased with the fact that in my very first attempt at a deity game, I was only a single turn off from winning, so I know I could do it.
Human nature.
Do we want to change any policies here? Probably not, unless anything can give us a significant boost in science. I mean, we could just go ahead, if I'm not bothered about the culture, and get rid of the culture and gain an extra 7 science per turn. Not going to make a huge amount of difference, but got another governor title that we can use already. So we can put researcher on to Pingala. That'll certainly help. Is that instant? 367. Friendship is expired with you. So we might as well do that. Can we have like a cultural alliance or something? Yeah, we've got friendships with most people, so that's okay. Get rid of all this junk. On to the next turn. See what happens. Haven't even circumnavigated the world yet. Is he talking about his troops or mine? Not sure what his issue is there. Let's go over to my side of the world. So yeah, all we'd need to do is connect this bit up and we could circumnavigate, but again, it's probably a little bit pointless now. He's getting a lot of units sort of over in my direction. I don't appreciate that. Let's continue on. Where else could we put the spending, or do we just want to save them? Let's go for the military. We might need it at some point. Can we get any decent science? Not. We can get 1.5, so we might as well just go and take the money. You are going to attempt to disrupt rocketry. We're going to gain sources first, because your chances of pulling it off are very low. And yes, I'm aware that I've lost a trade route. Again, I still didn't get anywhere near as much money from trade as I did in my Immortal game, where I was getting over 1,000 gold per turn. Although I did have a lot of cities in that game, which probably helped out. St. Basil's Cathedral. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of difference to me. I've got a lot of faith now. Standard Age. That's all we want here. Gain era score. Industrial related, but I mean, that's probably what we need. Yeah, is it worth picking up Sinbad again? For some money? I mean, there might be some barbaric. Well, I mean, I'm not at war with anybody, and I did have a trade route pillaged. So there are barbarians around. That's a now, which can get upgraded, I suppose. Although that does require coal, which is not great. Where's Sinbad? I've lost him. There he is. You are going to... You can't move into the city, can you? Okay, well, we'll go around this way. We'll have a look for some barbarians. Get a little bit of extra money.
There are three things
There's
extremely
steel gun.
hard.
That gives us access to artillery. Right, keep moving you this way. Why do I appear to be not making that much gold per turn? It's like it says I'm getting 567 gold per turn, but I'm not spending any, and I seem to be losing. So on the next turn, I should have approximately 1,600 gold, just over. Let's see if that works out.
Engineering is the art of directing the great sources of power in nature for the use and convenience of man.
So there's oil. So I didn't get 1,600 gold. So I'm losing gold from somewhere. I thought when gold got siphoned off from you that you didn't actually lose the gold directly. That obviously the gold goes to another player, but you didn't actually lose it. So somebody is siphoning gold from me. 2 turns on the spaceport. Well, I can't really afford to delay that, so we'll keep that going. I need to get some more spies. When we get some free building slots, we'll try and get some more spies so we can have a counter spy. But yeah, I should be gaining 600 gold a turn, and I'm not. I'm gaining about 60 gold a turn, which is really stifling my economy right now. I want to buy that research lab, but I can't afford it. 13 turns respite. Let's get the trader here. Okay, race towards space race is done. So that's an alliance. expired with whom? Is that you? Pair of friendship, alliances, yeah, research alliance, which I think is what we had with you. So that's fine. Yeah, so you can now... Do you know what? You're already working on that spy. I'm just going to finish it off for 2 turns. It's probably worth it. As you've already started on him. I know that we need to get working on the space race buildings. But we also need to
that much since we were kids.
slow Scotland down a little bit. Any policies here that we can change that would significantly help with science? Again, not really. Which is a shame. Nothing here is going to give us science. Oh dear, I'm losing my voice. You can tell that I haven't done this for a little while. So we could get a stock exchange here, or we could go ahead and get another spy. 13 turns for a spy. It's a long time, but we do need them. We've got to start working on spies. You've just completed the dam. I think you can... Can we get a spy here as well? No, I think we've just hit our limit for spies. I mean, I guess we could get another spaceport. Let's go and get one down there. There's a potential of flooding, but not for a while. Okay, there's the bonus there. Right, let's go up here. This is where the barbarians usually like to hang out. There might not be any here this time, but it's worth checking. I want to keep looking at the score just to see how far ahead of me Scotland are, but at the same time I don't want to look at the score because I don't want to see how far ahead Scotland are. Well, I think I wiped those guys out last time. Let's go on, let's have a look at the score then. 399. I'm actually catching them up in science output, but they're still 10 techs ahead of me, which I guess means I'm also catching them up in tech. But yeah, they've now done the moon landing as well, so they are getting very, very far ahead. So you've done the spy, right? So you need to work on Earth satellite. This spy, you are going to counter spy. I need to give him the right mission. I think I just clicked on the wrong one. What have you just done? You've completed the water part. Let's do the Ferris wheel. 17 turns before this spaceport is complete.
In the hierarchy of the major poetic substances...
There's plastics done. Now then, what was that? Sources gained. Excellent. So you are going to counter spy in Lisbon. Yeah. Do the commercial hub, because I think we're being stolen from. You are going to disrupt rocketry. It's a 2 in 3 chance. But we'll see what we can do. Doesn't look like he's actually building anything there anyway. And he does have another one here. And there are probably more around. That's an alliance expired with you. I don't know what kind of alliance we had with you. Was it an I think it was an economic alliance, actually. How are we doing in terms of money now? Yeah, still not really making any. I'd like to buy that research lab. But just cannot afford it because I'm having money stolen from me. Let's just start working on it because I don't know how long it's going to take us to get the money situation sorted out. What? Oh, trader. You don't have anywhere you can go to. Let's transfer you to Braga. Probably going to be a trade route from there. Yeah, I don't think there are going to be any... I mean, there might be some barbarians up here. I'm sure if there were, I'd have seen them by now. But I'll have a look. It's not like I was using the faith for anything else, so... It's not really a big waste. I just wish I knew where those barbarians were that got my trade route. So where do we want to go with you? Do we want to aim for money or do we want to aim for science? 4.5 science per turn if we go there, and it's still a decent amount of gold. So not terrible. Okay. We need to find some aluminium sources as well, because we'll need those for the space race if we get that far.
It's the Industrial Revolution.
Are any policies here that we want to or need to change? And we could still get 12 science from there, but... yeah, nothing really useful right now. Let's just go all the way over to the coast just in case there is anything. No, there isn't. We'll bring you back. That was a bit of a wasted journey. Oh well, it is what it is. Like I said, not overly concerned because I think I've already messed this one up. You want some coal and tea for money per turn, and you're going to give me a relic. Sure, that works for me, I suppose. See, there are barbarians.
There's so much plastic in this culture that vinyl...
that gives us biosphere. Right, you start heading back this way. We'll find something for you to do. How are we doing? 6 turns for Earth satellite. What's the next one? It's the moon landing, isn't it, after Earth satellite? So Earth satellite, and then... nanotechnology. That's Mars colony. Where's the moon landing? There's the moon landing. So we've already got the moon landing. We can go straight into that one. And we're working our way up towards nanotech. So we might be able to pull it off. But yeah, we're going to need aluminium. We might be able to just buy it. I don't have a lot of coal here. You want me to join the war against Scotland? You're going to pay me for it. I'm not necessarily sure it's worth it. I don't think that going to war with him is necessarily going to slow him down at all. And it's just going to slow me down, if anybody. So it doesn't seem to be any point going to war with him at all. So we'll keep having a quick look around with Sinbad. We will see if we can catch Scotland up in terms of the tech. Not entirely convinced that I can. I'll give it my best. That's where you were going previously. Yeah, it seems decent. +3 research per turn. Let's check this again. So he hasn't... he's researched nanotechnology, but he's not launched the Mars colony yet. He could be working on it, though. 38.8, 500. Yeah, he's still massively ahead of me. 388.6. I know I said 38.8. 388.6 versus 500. And he's 11 techs ahead of me. Yeah, I'm not catching him up anytime soon. We'll do one more turn on this video, and we'll save the rest for another. I still think there's probably a couple of videos left of this campaign. I mean, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep chasing him. So, you know, I might. There was plenty of times on that previous campaign where I'm just going to hit next turn again because nothing really happened there. There were plenty of occasions on that last campaign where I thought about giving up because it looked like I was going to fail. And I did fail, but I got close. I mean, I'm glad I didn't give up. You're going to escape. You actually failed and our spy was killed. Great. Agent was killed during the Disrupt Rocketry mission. Though he was successful. Which is good. He got a promotion but also died. Maybe I should have took that promotion first. That was a bit weird. So now I'm going to need to build another spy. No, we'll generate grievances. I'm not going to promise not to spy on him. I don't care. One more turn. Always the way it is with civilization. Just one more turn. How's things going on with the world climate? We are starting to get some floods. And there's a hurricane, which has got rid of one of our population in Lisbon. Great. That's the last thing that we wanted.
Organisms don't think of CO2 as a poison.
Found the Great Barrier Reef, apparently. There's the Earth satellite launched. So we can go in now and do the moon landing. 17 turns for that. Is a bit nasty. I think it's because everything here is getting kind of crippled by the storm a little bit. But 17 turns there before we can do anything else. So my question... oh, that's why we discovered the Barrier Reef, because we've just launched satellites, of course. So where does that put us then? We are... so even... Nubia is catching us up. So we've launched the Earth satellite. We may be able to rein it back in. I'm not overly confident, but we're only one tech away from nanotechnology. Obviously, we've got the production needed. We could use some internal trade routes and boost the production in Lisbon, which might well be the way to go. Maybe that's what I'll start doing, and I'll start doing that from the next video. When we get some free trade routes, we're going to start using internal trade routes. Not worry about the money. In fact, while we've got the money as well, because for some reason it seems to have sorted itself out. I know we'd already started building this, but let's just go ahead and just purchase it, and then we can build something else. In fact, we can get another spy. 18 turns is a long time, but you need to be doing something. So yeah, we'll start using internal trade routes to try and boost our production here. By the time the moon landing is completed, we should have the technology for the Mars landing. We can go ahead and do that one, the Mars expedition, and then I guess we'll go from there. See how far behind Scotland we are at that point. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying this series of Civilization 6. Once again, I am sorry that there's been a couple of weeks gap in between uploads. Hopefully I'll be doing one a day going forward until the end of this campaign, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.